Hey guys, Blake here with another video. Today I'm going to show you 10 plants you can grow above your aquariums, like this plant I've got behind me. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so here in front of me are 10 options that I definitely recommend you can grow above your aquariums. I'll run through each of them and also give you a B-roll shot of what they look like, because some of these are quite small cuttings. To get started, this is a classic pothos that you'll find the most common variety. They do change colours depending on what sort of light you're running and stuff like that. This is just some dried up duckweed on here, nothing to be concerned about. Very common, and there's plenty of videos on this plant out there on the YouTube. The next plant I have here is called Satin Pothos. You will find that a lot of these plants I have today are varieties of pothos, and that's just because that's a plant that I personally like. I'm just going to pull off these dead leaves here. They've been submerged in water without me realizing. But this is a really nice looking plant, softer sort of texture to it, and you can see why it's called Satin Pothos, because it looks like it would have a bit of a satiny sort of texture to it. In reality, it's more of a rubbery feel. The next plant we have here is called Jade Pothos. Very similar to the classic pothos, but it's supposed to get a deeper, darker green sort of colour. As you can see, it's starting to come through there. It's always hard to determine these things when I've got lights and things on them as well. So Jade Pothos, another one that you'll be finding fairly readily at your Big Green Shed or other hardware stores. This next one is a bit sick looking, I will be honest. The pleco's had a real go at its roots without me realizing, but I've promptly removed it from that tank. This is Swiss cheese plant or Monstera, and these can get huge, so a bit of a sidestep from all the pothos, but a beautiful plant nonetheless. The fifth plant in this series is what's called Gold Coin Pothos, or Pothos Gold. This is just a cutting that I took of my larger version, which you'll see in the B-roll now. Another cutting that I've taken is this Snow Queen Pothos. Once again, I'll show you a B-roll of the larger version, but if you are interested in how to make these cuttings, well, I've got a video for you which I'll put in the card now. Another cutting here, this is a really striking lime sort of colour. This is called Goldilocks Pothos. Once again, readily available from your Big Green Shed. Moving away from the pothos for a minute, this is a plant called Creeping Fig, and I've found it to be super fast growing and prolific when placed in the aquarium. I'll show you the B-roll now, but for these next two plants, I've placed them in clay beads in their original pots, and they seem to be doing really well. Well, I've already shown you Goldilocks Pothos, but this plant is actually called Goldilocks as well. Another plant similar to the Creeping Fig, but just with a rounded leaf pattern instead. And last but definitely not least, I've got a massive marble pothos plant here. So as you can see, we've got quite huge leaf patterns. Something's going on with this leaf in particular, but really striking plant, really beautiful. This plant does actually require a bit more light than other pothos, so be mindful of that. But another beautiful pothos variety that you can keep above your tank. you go guys, I hope that inspires you to create your own little slice of jungle wherever you keep your fish tanks. I really do think it's beneficial to have plants growing outside of your tanks. It really helps to lower the nitrates, and aesthetically I think it's really pleasing. Don't be afraid to go out and try others. There are many other options that extend far beyond what I've shown you today, but I just thought I'd show you 10 easy ones that are quite accessible. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and all that fun stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.